One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that cover.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Leaves it with the running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Fires it incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Bringing the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Anderson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the right. And the third down pass incomplete after a good... by the defense.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
He's got great speed. Touchdown, Alabama! Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Back to throw, it's McDaniel. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable.
There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown tie. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's McDaniel. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. He wants to take the top off, and he'll pull it in inside the 20. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. He leaves it with his back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Got his man. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this 1st quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Got it behind the line. It's Gentry. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's McDaniel. Gets it out quickly.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Oh, they're after him.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Back to throw, it's McDaniel. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's knocked away down. The DB getting a hand in there.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last...
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They've got a first down here to open the period.
29 Philly.
Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Gonna look downfield again. The short hands, it's Miles. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
With the catch, it's Gentry. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
The Red Raiders will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Stone. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown.
A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it's squarely fun.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Dropping back, it's Gardner. Under fire. That's reeled in. It's Harvin.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Gardner. Snags it over the middle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hall. At the 35, he's got room. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 4 over Virginia. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Got it in the middle. It's Stone. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
You talk about setting the tone. Going for that in your own territory early in the game? Oof.
Well, let's decide, gutsy or crazy?
Both?
Got him downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That's a great sign for this offense, man. Everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Looking to buy time. just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Trying to set up the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown tie. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Grab near the sticks. It's Gentry. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd. Lofts one high and deep. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball in the ground.
Going for the big play. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field.
He's going to let it go. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly. Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Miles. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered.
Grabs it inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That is what we call in the industry the defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Runs through a tackle. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll try it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Pulls it in. It's Adams. All kinds of room to the right. The tap. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That's caught. It's marked. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Red Raiders are marching down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. It's Miles. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Anderson. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can...
Going for it all. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Going to swing it on second down. Hit as he throws. That's caught. It's Stone. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Finds his man. It's Miles. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Got a man. It's Miles. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're
bringing it back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Alabama! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break. And Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Anderson with the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes. He's at the touchdown tie. The defense putting points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 35 over Kentucky. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's a heat. Throwing on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to him, and keeping this offense on schedule.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the returner is stopped. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quarterback takes a knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Alabama.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation